Good morning, good afternoon. It is afternoon. I know for those who will be watching this, they will be watching it afternoon. So good morning, everyone. It's a beautiful week that we just be having right over here. So I hope you're good. You had a nice weekend over there. And welcome to our weekly market outlook today. So I'm just be taking you through this one. So we are going to be checking how the market is actually going to be doing this week on the side of technical analysis, fundamental analysis, and we are going to see a lot of things that are going to be happening this week. I know it's just going to be interesting over there. Today is on Monday, and Monday today we have something that is going to be happening today because we have bank holidays. That is, I'm going to be showing you that Australia we have bank holiday, Canada we have bank holiday today, which means anytime maybe you're trading those pairs, if you are trading maybe Canadian dollar versus any, you're just going to be seeing the market not moving as maybe you are expecting because they have bank holiday today. So that's interesting over there. Now I'm going to be checking the fundamental analysis. We check how the market has just been doing, how the market is we expect maybe to do this week. After fundamental analysis, we just be checking on the technical analysis, and then we can just finish from there. I hope this is going to take like at most 30 minutes. I'm going to rush over here so that we can talk a lot of things in very compressed time, maybe like that's meant we're just going to be talking about all that. Without wasting any time, let's just check over here on what I've just said. So if you can check out my calendar today, so today is on Monday, you can see we have Australia dollars. So we have bank holiday today. It's just a bank holiday, and the Canada today bank holiday actually is just expecting. So that's why I'm saying, in case maybe you are trading, that you have to know we have the bank holiday, and for the movement maybe you are just be expecting over there. You maybe you're not maybe to just get it exactly what you expect from there. Okay, now the next thing that we're just going to be talking over here, I'm just going to be talking about the high impact news because we cannot discuss all that. So I'm going to filter over here, and we're just going to talk about only the high impact news that we expect this week. And when you just go to the high impact, actually you will see that on Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday we don't have a lot of things that are going to happen over here on Monday, Tuesday. Let me just move my cursor around this area so that you can see. Okay, let me move this. So as you can see right over here on Monday, we are Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. We don't have high impact news that we expected. You know, the last week was a lot of news. So if you're actually on the market, you see how the market actually was doing so nicely last week. If you're maybe scalper, you are someone who was trading, you are holding high position, the market actually was so nice last week because we had NFP news, unemployment news on some of currencies. We have GBP where there is where there was interest rate hikings and all that. So the last week was very interesting, and I know because of that move this week we may have the market actually not having a lot of news because you can see Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday we don't have high impact news that we expect from there. But on Wednesday we are expecting CNY, that is CPI data, that is going to be printed out over there. So what do you know about this one? For if you are holding the position between CNY dollar over there, then you just have to know there is something I just noticed around this area, is that actually the CPI data has been coming down so weirdly over here, because you can see let me show you over here on the CNY so that you can see there's something has been happening over here. So the inflation rate for the CNY, that is Chinese yuan, their inflation actually has been coming so low, so low, and now you can see we are expecting actually even to be coming down to negative 0.5. That's crazy, that crazy. So the inflation actually has just been coming down all the way from I think March. It's just be coming from 2.8. You can see from 2.8, that is on October 14, 2022, up to this zero. So what does it mean to the CNY for the people who actually have been trending this? So in case the inflation is actually coming this all this way down, all this down, in case the inflation is actually coming all this down, so what they will consider over here is actually to put the monetary policy over here that is actually going to encourage at least people to be using the money right over here, because there is some problem somewhere. The inflation, when it just comes so down, okay, is at bring a negative impact to the market. Yes, it can bring negative, because when we have the inflation actually going up over there, is just have some impact. But when it comes to inflation actually, okay, let me just explain like this. This means that you can see we have 0.5, 0.0, that is the previous one that was printed. But when we check over here, it is prediction of 0.5. There are some people who are being asking me, how do I know the exact value that's going to be printed over there, and how I can use that to enter into the market? It's not possible actually to just do that to have the exact values, because these things are predictions by the forecast. There's not actual data that is actually printed here on the forex calendar. So you cannot use this data to say that this is exact. Actually, this news can just be printed into the market, and they end up actually causing something different from what you expect right over here. So what we see over here is actually a negative impact on the CNY because of this inflation rate right over here. Okay, because if inflation is actually coming down up, like let's say above 0.0, when we just expect the government to implement monetary policies such as interest rate, something just like that. But when it is actually coming down exactly like this, then we have where the government can just decide, not government but the bank can decide to lower the interest rate, to bring the interest rate to have the monetary policy that is actually going on to favor that currency. So you have to know about the Chinese yuan. That is what we expect this week. Now on Thursday, we have the CPI data again for US dollar. For those who people trade US dollar right here. So about the US dollar, when you talk about the US dollar, is the market where it can just move gold, it can move almost everything that we just have in the market, and that actually sounds very interesting. This is mainly the focus that you don't have to miss anytime, maybe if you are a trader in the market. So we have the inflation. The inflation actually has been coming down all the way from 9.1%. And right now we have the inflation coming from the prediction is actually the inflation is actually going to be coming up again to 3.0 to 3.3. And we know the last time, I think 2 weeks from last week, but one, I think we saw where the Federal Reserve decided to hike the interest rate, or to think to is it to retain, or something happened about the interest rate? Yes, I think. And the decision, I was listening to the power speech, and they decided maybe we expected maybe they are going to have a dovish where they're just going to decide, in case the inflation does not continue to go down, maybe they're just going to have so much monetary policy implement into the market. And that's why you can see we have predictions of 3.3. That means the inflation is predicted to be coming up again from 3.0 to 3.3 over here. So what does this mean to the market? That's the inflation. Apart from the inflation coming from 9.1%, is actually trying to rebuild again right over here. And what can happen over here to the US dollar is, in case this inflation rate continues to form below 3.3 and actually just goes up, maybe to the next step, it just goes higher, then it means the Federal Reserve is actually going to decide to hike the interest rate, and we are going to be having a very strong dollar right over here. we are going to get a strong dollar over here. So when we have the inflation actually printing higher percentage over here, is actually the positive impact towards the dollar. Okay, employment claims over here just going to be printed over here. We have PPI over here, that is producer price index, and on Friday as well we have preliminary, okay, of university of, this is actually the University of Michigan sentiment, that is about the uh, impact. Actually, this is have so much impact towards the market, because we have preliminary and we have actually the revised the one. So this is important actually even to the market. So we will be expecting to see this affecting the dollar somehow, because this is preliminary and not revised one. So it's actually going to be interesting. So I know so many people don't like this sentiment, this fundamental news, but you know, even if you don't trade technical fundamental analysis, you only trade technical analysis, it's very important for you to know what the market is actually doing right over here. So this is very important thing that you have to know over there into the market. Now we are going to be connecting of what we are seeing over here to, once you will be studying how this is going to be causing to be affecting the market. As we proceed on this, you're just going to be connecting with this, with the technical analysis that you're just going to be having over there. I cannot explain all this because they have different impact towards each of them, but you can see this week we don't have a lot of news that we expect in the market and can cause the market actually to move. It's not compared to that last week. We don't have a lot of things that can cause the market to act crazy over there. Now, checking of the technical analysis side, let's just try to combine between these. So if you are a trader of the CNY, you have some, you have that pair actually on your side, then you just have to know that something is actually going to build up this week. We have US dollar over here. We expect a lot of news right from Thursday and Friday. That is when we expect CPI and the PPI data. Actually, that is important to the market if you don't know. So you must be checking all that, because it's just very simple to predict over here on how it's actually going to affect the dollar and gold and all those things. Let me just quickly go to the technical analysis. It's just going to be helping you over here. And we are just going to combine this. We are going to help you to combine this with fundamental news and this one, so that it can just help you to know where the market will just be heading to. So on the highest time frames over here, if I just check this, for example, you can see where we have been aiming for, because this is how the Euro USD actually has just been performing for the longest time. You can see the market has actually been trending upward, right, like this, where the market has just been moving this one. So these are very interesting things to know about. So you can see, in case maybe the market is trying to go, it is down over here, it will just try to touch around this area, which is around 1.08. But remember, this is what weekly analysis. We are going to see something like a smallest time frame over here, that is just going to help you actually, if you maybe you are someone who can put your trends and run maybe in few days right over there. So on the long run, maybe we are expecting this to touch again this line, because you can see the trend lines we have drawn over here, they have been respected so much, and that means that our lines over here can just be respected right over here. Now when I just go to 1 day time frame, remember it's actually amazing also. So you can see it's just the same thing that just formed over here, and it's actually interesting when you can just see it afar. I hope you can just see this. You try to draw this one on your side. Let me just expand this so that you can see. So this is 1 day time frame on the Euro USD. We have this movement of the trending, because you can see lower highs This is simple for everyone to understand. We have high highs and low lows that has been forming over here, which means the market actually has been trending. So my expectations to this to move, where I'm expecting this market to move. Let me show you my expectations to move for this market in long run over here. When I put this one is actually the market to try and come around this area, because this region actually has been tested so many times. This area, the one that you see I've drawn around this area, this expecting is actually to be tested. Okay, so the reason I have this, so let me show you something else. So you can see how the market has just been doing. So you can see it's just matters of you just expand this to see how the market has let me just be doing on the long run here. So on the weekly time frame, you can see how the market has just been doing. The market has just been going high. This is a weekly time frame over here. So you can see on the long run, this is how the market has just been doing. And you can see this red trend lines over here. Maybe that's why I'm expecting this market to be coming around over here to touch our line over here before it tries maybe to reverse back and go back again over here. Yes, so around this area, and you can see this region has just been tested so many times over here, including here around this area and around this area. So it's a very key point when it comes to that. So as the market proceeds over here, anytime maybe you can see the market ends to once the 1.15, then we'll be having our area of focus. We'll be having our area of focus around that region over here. So let me just go to 4-hour time frame so that we can see something maybe can help you to trade maybe today, tomorrow, this week, and all that, because that is a very high focusing on that area. So you can see how we have just be doing. This market is just going to, we have different time frames, market doing different things. On the 4-hour time frame, this is how the market has just been doing over here. Let me just delete this. I hope you can work with me on this. So you must have you know where the market can be ending to. You can know where the market has been ending to your market. So you can see we have this one. So this is for our time frame over here. The market has actually been just going down a little bit, as you can see. This is how the market has just been doing here. So this is how the market has just been doing over here when it comes to lowest time frames over here, like 4-hour time frame. Okay, so this is how it has just been doing over here, just touching these lines and going back over here. So the next focus that we'll just maybe having around this area today, let's use a little of indicator over here, RSI. You can use moving average, all these things you can just use whatever you just want around that area. So you can see when the market actually was over about around this area, this region here, the market retraced back, the market went back again, and we have this region here. So I want you to see this point is this one, this point is this, and this point is actually this one. So what I expect right over here is to see whether the market is actually going to touch around this area. Let me just remove this so that you can see now. What I expect from this is to see something over here between these two lines around this region. So I am expecting, in case the market touches our line here, which is this one, in case the market actually, this is a very simple analysis, in case the market actually tries to come back around this area, then I know the market actually will just be ending this way. But still we just be having this market moving around this area, okay, around over here, around our lines over here, and then that is the time you can just know the market is actually on our line. Then you can just try to have some little of sell, okay, around this area. In case it touches over here, we have some buying point, because the market, you can see how it's just been going down. But let's see from when the market started going down. From July 20th, July, that is last month, the market has just been going down just like this. Market has just been going like this. But my focus around the season, I'm just talking about this region around this area, which is around 1.08. The reason I'm talking about 1.08 to be tested around this area is because you can see we have visa, we have still another one over here. We have a demand zone around here, so you can see that one. So we have two things over here that we have noticed is the market is actually trying to go to this region around this area. So in case maybe it touches this, it has to go back again, because first of all, we have there the market is just going down right over here, touching our trend lines. And the other thing is that this region actually has just been tested, so there's high probabilities that is, in case the market touches this region again, then it's just going to go back, it's just going to reverse back. So our focus over here can be buy limit. You can put buy limit over here. So in case the market touches that buy limit, will just be across that area, and it will be around our target. You can see our target will just be that one, and risk reward ratio will be around 2.5 to 3. So that is what we'll be having around that area. So indicators you can try to use over here, moving average over here, but I don't want to confuse you because I will just be checking that later. But that is movement we have right over here. So after the market touches this, in case maybe it just goes all the way, it will try now to break this area, because this area will actually be tested more times. Let's not concentrate more on the Euro USD, checking on that. So I hope maybe you can try these things on your side to see on demand zone over here. We'll just be having this line moving over here. We have a higher focus, like these trend lines we've drawn over here, where the market will just be ending, and we have the smallest over here where you can actually try to do that. Okay, so if you have any question, you can leave it in the comment section. I'll just be checking later after the live for this video. And if you're watching this video, make sure that you like over here, share to your friends to join this live. It's just going to be interesting. Remember, on Friday we just be coming over here again to see how the market did. That is what we always do, because the market always respect what we do right over here, and actually always, it is always amazing. So will this market stay in our cage right over here? Will this market stay in our cage right over here on our trends over here? Let's see what the market will just be doing. But in case this market goes over here to 1.08 1.085, that is where the place I'll just be buying, and my TP will just actually be across 1.097 right over there. So that will be my focus on the GBP Euro USD right over there. On Friday, in case this market grows on Friday, we have seen the CPI actually going up, like we have 3.3, which means this is a very nice thing to this. In case the market does not touch that, and actually on Friday, in case the dollar actually strengthens because of this CPI data that will actually be printed right over here, you can see the 3.3 data over here. It will be strong, and it will actually try to make the Euro USD touch this. When Euro USD, when dollar actually strengthens, then it will make a bearish move, and it can actually make this to move up to this place, in case it actually print even more than 3.3 that we expect over there. Okay, that's how we can just check on that side. So GBP, remember, they almost move the same way with the Euro USD. I just got the same movement over here when it comes to these two. And remember, this is what we have been, this has been there. Actually, this is the one I've been just be checking this for a long time. This is what is these lines have been there from the last one, and the market has just been doing the same way. So let me just show you on the 4-hour time frame how the market has just been doing this on differently. So you can see have this move over here. This is how the market has just been doing. Let me just show you again. So this is how the market has just been doing. Also the GBP USD has just been strengthening over here. It has just been a very nice move over here for the GBP USD, and you can see I have a very violent lines over here. The trend lines is the first thing that I actually drew. The trend lines are the first thing I actually drew over here, and you can see it has just been respecting our lines over here. And the next thing that we just expect over here is actually this can actually be a good buying point for the GBP USD across 1.27 200 over here. And my focus is actually once 1.31. okay, 1.31. I know it's a very long move. We have this point. First of all, we have this, they can form maybe double tops over here, and the next thing is actually it is just going to touch our line over here, which is a resistance point across that area. So that can just be it. Let's see whether maybe our buying point over here on the RSI relative strength index, and you can see it's amazing. The market moved so well, and on 4-hour time frame, it confirms that maybe you can just buy from there, because the market was already oversold. Over here is below 30. That is what you can just confirm using over here. Which moving average? Let's just see on, let me use 50. I want to see something else before we go to that. It's not showing so well up there, so let me check on 1-day time frame. So you can see this move on 1-day time frame. It's not looking bad. It's not banned for the 1-day time frame right here. So not banned for 1-day time frame. Very good move over here. It's just a trend, it's just a trend. And because this week you don't have a lot of news, especially for the GBP, then the only thing that actually we expect to help us to move the GBP over here in terms of high impact news, then it is dollar. It is dollar that we expect it to help us move this thing up and just like this. So it has just been a very good move here. But remember, the movement of GBP USD, Euro USD, sometimes they just move similarly, okay, especially when we don't have a lot of news affecting the GBP. So when we have the news that are concentrated more on dollar, then that is what we expect almost the movement of the same on the GBP and the Euro USD. It's amazing right over here. So that's be my focus around this area, because you can see this market actually has been moving up and forming high highs, and you can see because this was not broken, this one, the low, this was not broken right here, this was not broken, and the market has just been forming such of them, all these ones. Then this possibility is actually going to form another high, and maybe our stopping point will be this area. This point has been tested, and that is our focus area. Now this one, black line that I've drawn around this area, either this it will have a stopping point around this area because of this and because of our trend lines over here, but our focus is actually across this. So that is why we may be having another stopping point around here, around this region over here. But you can see it's a very nice move over here. The market has just been moving this one. So in case maybe you are entering a sell to this one, then it's going to be tricky, because on a trending market, entering a sell, then it means that you are trading against the market. It's just going to be good when you are trading with being a friend with the market. It's just going to be upping over here. Especially the reason I'm just saying that we may be having a buy over here is because of the low lows, low highs and high highs that are be forming over here, and this possibility is going to form another high around this area. So in case maybe you enter and buy around that 1.272 1.27 over here, then is worthy. It's just worthy it, because it's just worthy it because the risk reward ratio over here is going to be more than 3, and let's your stop loss be around 1.26 over there. Okay, it be around over there, because in case maybe it's going to break out and go down over here below our focus point here, then it's just going to change the character, it's just going to change the move, and we are not going to be having now the market going down, it's just going the market going upward. You can see, even though we are talking about this area, you know, some people will be asking, what about this, the market this low, it broke this and got this, but you can see our trend lines over here help us to know that the market is still moving upward. You know, this one. So these are small moves over here, but when you talk about this, is amazing. That's why we have the market having this region and we expect it to go up. That's why in case it breaks this so much and go to this place over here, our trend line now will be invalid. From this point here, it will be invalid. And the other thing over here is that this market is actually going to go down, because now changing of character, breaking our rules over here, our trend lines, and things are going to change over here. Okay, that will be HIT or GBP USD. There's a line I'm drawn over here on the long, so you're just expecting to see this, because unless triple top over here be formed and in the wrong line, we just be expecting the market to be going higher like this in maybe in coming days. So that's how you see the market. You can see the future of the market. You see that the market has come from very far. It's come from very far, and now it's just trying to recover. GBP is trying actually to recover, you know, for what is lost around this area. So let's check something else over here. I hope maybe you are gathering some information. USD JPY, you can check on that. It's very easy. So last time we were talking about the breakout, you know, we trended here. So this is weekly analysis. Let's just go to what we discussed over here. If those you joined my live, they know those things, because we were talking about this area. So let me remove this, because already it has given us money. So we were talking about this area. We entered around this area, and then the next entry was around this region over here that we placed here. So we were talking about the breakout, because the breakout was around this area. So the moment it actually broke this one, then we started buying again. So this was a buying. We had 2 buying point, this and this breakout over here, and we expected the market to move this one, and still we are expecting the market to go that way, because you can see it's still on the move. USD JPY is still on the move. When we come to day time frame over here, the market is still on the move. Let me show you in a higher time frame on what we expect in the future for this. This is what we expect. You see this, another tops over here, it can just be seen. So that can be our focus over here, the market to be touching that area. But meantime, this is what we expect over here. Again, the dollar been strengthening against JPY, and this is what we expect over here. And remember, we expect some news this week, CPI data coming up, and that means is a positive things towards the dollar. And what does it means? It means the dollar can start strengthening. In case maybe we just get unexpected news on that, printing more than 3.3% over here, then we expect this to move up to our region around this area. Trust me or not that this is a very big move. This is a very big move from 1.41 to 147. That can make you money, good money. That can make you good money over here. Okay, sorry, so that can make you good money right over here. So you can see it's a very good move. It's a very nice move over here. So let's talk about it. So this is 1 day time frame. Let me just go to 4-hour time frame. We check something. So our line is being tested again. Region is being tested again. Let's see whether I'm going to have the market for USD JPY or not actually enter around this area. Although it has been testing, these are around this area again. I will not try to enter here again, but remember, this is just an outlook. You can check for something like chart patterns over here. Maybe you're going to see a chart, and maybe you're going to see and shoulder over there. You're going to see something like hinges over here. You're just going to maybe see ascending triangle. You're going to see a lot of things over here. They are going to help you to put more proofs on the market. So this is just an outlook. Remember to just do that. It's just a guide that is just going to be helping you over there. So you are going to see of this. In case maybe I don't see that, you will just be doing that on your side. Is just going to be helping you over there. So for me over here, I'll not enter. So if in case maybe of entry, in case I think of entry over here, I'll actually think of something I expect over here is 2 things over here can happen to this one. Now 2 things can happen to this market over here. Is either my entry can be either in case maybe it tries to go above this, because you can see it is trying, it's just slowing down. So in case maybe it just go above this, and that will just be number 1. And in case now it touches here and now tries to go back again, those are 2 things. Let's see the times of market this way. So when talking about entry for this one, I don't see good chances for this one. I don't see a good chance for this. I don't see a very good chance for USD JPY over here. And the reason being is that the market is almost neutral for all things we are talking about. You can see on our trend, the market is actually a center, is actually almost the center of our trends. It's not around this area, it's not around this area. Okay, you can see that. I hope you can see that. You can see it's around this area. So on our trends, when the market is actually moved, this one is in between. And the other thing we can see is that when it comes to the prices, the strength over here about RSI, it just shows us the market is still not overbought, not oversold, not others. It's just neutral over here, and this is what can help us maybe wait. You know, something like this, you can see overbought, oversold, overbought. This region help us to put and enter into the market, but you can see on this one it's still a 50. It's a 50, which means let's see what the market does over here. Is it going to go up here or around this area over here? Very simple analysis of here. Let's see first of all how it does here, and then we can come up and see next. Maybe we'll just be checking on Friday because there are two possibilities. We have possibilities of breaking this, or the possibility of the market doing this and going back. So we have those two possibilities, and we see that on Friday. Remember to just join my live on Friday, and day like today, as no, as time like this 10. So let's check on something else because the time is going up. Let's check on commodities. You know, commodities are very volatile. For those who have been trading gold, trading US oil is amazing over here. Okay, on gold side, the market has just been doing crazy over here, as we have been having something interesting on the gold, as we are going to just wind up. So for those who watched something I was talking about over here, remember I was talking about this move over here on a certain video that I was explaining about the time frames, and we talked about the candlesticks over here, and we talked about the engulfing candlesticks that was formed over here, and it will cost this market to go up this way. So you can see this good move over here. The reason I'm using these trend lines is that so that they can just help us a person over here, simple over here. It is just going to help you very much over here. Now this is how the market has just been doing, but there's one thing I've been waiting for this market to do. Okay, let me show you here. So this is how this market has been doing, regardless of how the market is actually going to 1980 and going back to 1936 and going all these rounds. Then my focus actually here is this. You can see this market is actually is a ranging market in long time, in long run, is a market where it's just ranging here. So you can see how it has been moving up here, down here, up here, down here, here. Yes, you see here and around this area. So when we talk about this like weekly time frame, we'll just see that. Okay, but remember that unless maybe you're an investor, if you just want to trend something just like that, let's see. I want to check something here, so to see where it is expecting the gold, and because so many people trending gold, I know you are expecting to see what gold is just going to be doing this area. So because we have news coming on Friday, Thursday, so we cannot talk more about the news impact unless maybe the market stays in this range around that on the gold, because you can see 1937, 36, 33, that is where the market closed from last Friday. Over there, the market after the news that we saw over there, they cost the dollar to go to 1942, 44, 45, but it's just back again to 1937. What is it crippling this gold? Gold is crippling around this area. So what I can see right over here on the gold is the market is just being going on the waves up and down. Is actually even going up for the people who don't know that. But on the wrong line over here, 1985, 2000, in case things don't actually print more than 2000, in case it crosses 2000 this time, then we're expecting the gold to touch our highest mark. I would just be expecting it to go to the highest it's as ever achieved. Okay, 2100 over there. That is the move that so many people have been expecting right over here. But over here you can see still we have this move that has been doing over here for our time frame right from July 23rd. The market has just been going down like this. This is how it just been doing from last month. I think like 2 weeks, 2 weeks. The market has just been doing this, just go down and up around this occasions right over here. For me, gold, I can also enter around this region, but if maybe you are very lucky to enter at 1925 to buy, then it was a very amazing move, because you can see this move was amazing right over here. So on the gold side over here, for me, I would just be focusing on buy, but not this time unless this market comes around this area, unless we are this. Okay, so I'm fearing to buy to sell the gold at this region because we have so many possibilities that are going to make this gold go higher over here. So in case this market comes down, then I'll just be having a chance to buy this gold around over here, because on the 1 day time frame we have seen the market going up, and maybe in coming days we are going to be seeing this market moving so up. Oh, yes, so up. Let me show you this. The reason I'm talking about the buy is because we have all this point, we have all this, we have all this, you know, we have all this. So we have all this point of the market forming high loss, and that's why I'm talking about the possibilities of a buy. I cannot risk myself, my money over here on the selling, then going around this area, because you can see the possibilities that we have now at once the upward move. The other thing we can see around over here is this. So in case this gold comes over here and break 1985, there's something we are talking about over here. Let me go to this. In case maybe it breaks 1985, 1885, I'm going to see some indicator that we're going to use over here. This has been the move, and the gold is actually on the center around this area. So in case maybe it comes over here, it will be oversold, and we'll just be having some chances of maybe buying, and it will still be in our line of move because that has been the movement. And that will just be our thing over here. We don't have a lot of things to be talking about over here, but this is my area of focus here. You can see this region have been testing so much around this one, so that has been the supply area zone over here. So in case maybe it breaks this, in case we have a break point here, and as we have something breaking like this over here, then this will be very interesting over here, because the next stop will be around 2070 right over here, and it will be achieving its newest highest price ever. That should be very interesting over here. So this will be very important over here to observe over here. So if maybe you are trading gold over here, you can draw something like this and expect this move. Let's see where the market, you can see something, the same thing you have seen on USDJPY is the same thing you are seeing over here. It's the same thing that we can see on the gold side over here. So on the gold side, maybe there is some problem when it comes to buy, sell, unless maybe you can see something more than what I can see. But for me, patient is what is going to be helping over here to see the moves of this one, at least to have some proofs of whether I'm going to buy or sell around this. But there's possibilities in case this gold continues to go below 1930, then there's possibilities we are going to be having at least some buys. Okay, so we can just wait to see something like that. It has been, I know, it's crazy over there. The oil prices actually has just been going up because of what has been happening. Saudi cutting supplies, and the price actually has just been going up. But remember, in case of that thing, then the Fed will just try to do something, because it actually can affect even the dollar prices, although not that much. But I know there are some monetary policies that can just be implemented not to cause things to go beyond because of crude oil. So it's a missing move. So if you are trading oil, the price has been moving very fast from last week, especially of that last week. And in this move over here, unfortunately I lead, but you can see this has been my move. That's how I've been trending on this. Okay, I've been trending on this. I've been trading on this. So one thing about these lines is because they are parallel. Do you know a parallel line is the line that actually they can never meet. They cannot, they are very parallel, they are very parallel. It's clone of each other. These lines are clone of each other. And this was an amazing move. And the market broke this area, forming this. And remember the last episode we were talking about the market. You now try to touch this area and now reverse back, try to correct around this area, and you can see the same thing. So our oil over here, that is green oil over there, just doing the same thing. This area just been tested here, so it's a very nice place, but remember it has also, this is a very crucial point when it comes to oil. It is a very important point when it comes to oil, because this point has been tested so much over here. Then we can expect, that's why you see there's a round candle that has been formed over here. So it means the market rest over here. Some people are selling around that area because of seeing this area, this region over here, and we'll be expecting another one to be formed where the market actually can maybe end to 80 over there before it comes back and breaks this one. So there is possibility this market, before maybe going little bit over here, then this possibility is just going to break. And when it breaks our line over here, let me even draw this line, because it's just going to be a very important, region. In case it get broken by this oil thing, it is going to be a very important point. So in case it breaks this one, then we will be expecting the market to be actually going to either 90 that 90 there, 88. Then is a very big move over here. Then this point is the one that is going to be tested. Remember, oil is very volatile and actually can reach even to 90 over there. Even in one day, 24 hours, they can be there and they can even come back again. So that's how you have to be very careful when you are trading the oil. The same move that has been happening to US oil, UK oil, they're actually moving the same way. So you can see even there on the analysis side, almost the same. So you can see on even this one, when it comes to technical analysis, they are, I'm not saying they are same, but almost the same thing if you're applying the same technical analysis. So if you're buying UK oil, US oil spot, make sure that you are buying the same thing. Don't sell and buy the other. So make sure that you just do that all the same. The same thing, we're expecting this now can be the most move, which is 1990 to 100, 98, 99, in case maybe there's some breakout around this area. So that's the UK US oil over there. We can be checking a lot of things over here, especially those of things over here, but that is what we expect right over here. But for meantime, we expect a small sell-off to 80s over there. Or for this one, we expect as US oil, we expect some 80 movement. Yeah, we expect some 80 moves to just correct what you've just done. On this, we expect some move over here, almost the same, just 83 over here. You can just something like that, 83, 84, 83, 84 over there. That is what you can just expect for the what? For UK oil, the same move. Maybe you get pips, the same pips that you get from US oil, you can apply the same to the UK oil over there. Okay, and because of the CPI data and all that, this week we are not talking about the PPI and data. We're expecting this week, confidence sentiment that we expect to be printed over there. Then the stock market is one of the things that there are some news that I've seen over there circulating online, but those can be propagandas and we cannot implement them to the market. So we cannot talk about that the market, because many things. Okay, about the stock market. Stock market. Maybe we'll just be talking about that later. On Nasdaq 100, for those who may be using FX Pesa, you can search UT 100. That is what you can use to trade Nasdaq. Your stock market, US30 over here, and just doing amazing point over here. Very risky as well. So this has been my move, but you can see now it's just broken, and we are taking another path for our stock market right over here. So I'm not focusing so much on this, but you can see we have this area. This hasn't been my point over here of the buy when it comes to long, but you can see this using an RSI based over here on MAs over here. The market is still down, is still in the middle of this. But for this one buying point, this is what we just been buying over here on the Nasdaq, although there are some speculations of going down. We'll be talking about that later. In terms of the stock market, that is another story for another day. The stock market, that's why I don't want to talk about that so much. So I introduced this point long time ago. So this focus here, this region has just been tested over here, so it has just been a nice move around that area. So let's not talk about more on the stock market. There's a story we just want to discuss more on the stock market. We'll just be talking maybe in another video or a story on how we are just going to be doing this. But my lanes over here are already invalid, so I'm not talking about them again, because you can see this is what we talk about, change of character. The market has already changed, and now we have the market going down. That is what you can see over here. The market touched this region, and now you can see down, forming now low lows, high lows. I think that's already a change of character. So in case there's break of my point here, then we are going to expect the price to come this way, 14,900, 14,800. Yeah, that is what we can see right over here. Crypto has been doing well. Bitcoin, but Ethereum has crippled around 1925 at 350 over there. And I think this is because of what has been happening in the world coin, causing these things to stay where they are. People focusing more on round coin and causing this market to stay this way. So the round coin is the one that affected the crypto side, because so many people are focusing on this round coin thing, and they have forgot maybe to invest more Ethereum, Bitcoin, of that. But in case maybe we see the more focus going to the world coin, then we'll be expecting the Ethereum to be doing bad, and Bitcoin actually going to do the same way. But you know, these things been moving so well, so I don't think maybe even if we have a slow move over here, it's because of people are not trading. You can see this is not nice here, because so many people have been focusing so much on this one coin thing that they have forgot about our currencies over here, Ethereum, US, Bitcoin side. Yeah, this is how the market has just been ranging in terms of Bitcoin, Ethereum, the same thing, ranging market here. But you can see the market we were focusing on the Ethereum side. Remember, you can trade Ethereum, Bitcoin on FX Pesa. You just log in, use MT5. MT5, you can trade them. You can trade them over there. You can trade them. I want to show you something on a You can see this has been the move, weekly analysis. This is how the market has just been moving, and it means that if maybe you are someone who is going to be buying the market and stay in the market long, we are investors. My buy will still be the same. That be buy Ethereum, buy around this area 918. This is 1860, 1860, 1800, 1810, 1820. And I'm going to be having either 2100 over here. But remember, this is something going to stay. So if you are not patient enough, then this is going to make you patient for months, because you have to wait. This is crypto. You have to invest it. You just wait. Okay. So this has been my move. In case maybe I'm going to do, I can buy Ethereum even right now and wait. I can just buy Bitcoin now and just wait. I'm going to be patient. 18.3 where the market is now is very nice move over here. Let me just draw this so that you can remember. That's a good move. This is a very good move. My focus point here is not bad because that is investment. Yeah, so that can be very amazing over here. The reason I'm drawn that to 21 is amazing over here, and the risk reward ratio is 3. 3 is good, 3 is good. You can trade either on the exchange platform like Binance. You can trade on FXPS, any platform that accept this in terms of forex and in terms of investment. You can trade how you want, but that has been a good move for Ethereum, Bitcoin over there. So if you're an investor, you can consider those movement over there. Is just going to help you so much. I don't know to talk about this because we have been trading this from all this point, and any moment it touches this is actually new. It is still fresh. Trend lines still are fresh. You can see this region, it has not yet been reached so well, but around 1800 is a very good buy over here. But maybe if you are patient enough, you can buy, and anytime the market will just be ending there. You can see anytime it was touching this, buy, okay, this is this is selling point, and this is selling. We have this. So you can see, in case maybe it touches here again, we will be having the market moving this way. But this is actually not banned in case maybe you wanted to buy from the market. Okay. Hey, good morning, Dan. Good morning, Ken Savage. How are you doing? John Tega, how are you doing? Anne Kinyajun, good morning. Dan, how are you doing? Han. John Kimaru, how are you doing? Hi. It's an amazing week, right? Dan, I tested you on WhatsApp. Yes, I'll be checking those messages. Don't worry. Yes, I see messages. I'm going to reply. I always reply. Remember that. I always reply. So we have Saban. Yes, Dan, I'm here. Okay, welcome so much. So if you've been having question, you can just be leaving it in this video. I will just be replying on the comment section. Those people want to reach me on WhatsApp, my number is down one over there. You can just text me on WhatsApp in case you want to get started on the forex market. We have the classes that we just do on Thursdays, every Thursday. Every Monday in the morning, 10 a.m. we have a live like this to just talk about few elements that we expect to happen throughout the week. And on Friday we'll come again to see what the market is, market ilitulenga, or what happened to the market. Did it do what we expected? That way on Thursdays we have free class that we just do on Google Meet, not here. So if you're interested, just WhatsApp me over there. We can just talk. I'll just give you the requirement. My number is down on the description. I know it has been 1 hour, so I'll see you next time on Friday live over here. See you next time. Take care, trade well, and success in your trades. See you next time. Bye bye, and yes.